Hey guys, if you have missed it, there has been a 10-part series that's been released here on the channel. It's mixing a song from start to finish. It goes all the way from importing the tracks to, I believe the last video that's just been uploaded now is the blind listen. So that's close to the end stage. The next video is going to be about mastering the song. You need to go back onto the channel and check those out. I probably need to update the playlist as my channel was just hacked over the weekend. So that's always fun. But with that being said, go and check those out. Likewise, check out the song that's been released here from the studio called I'm a Believer. This is a song that was produced here in my home studio. And it was an artist by the name of Rob Critney. Let's put that together. So if you are able to hop over there and check that out, it's on all of your major stores. I released that with DistroKid. If you need to know more about DistroKid, there's a link in my description where we'll get you a discount for that. Basically, you can upload a song to DistroKid and it will have it pretty much overnight in every one of the major stores online for $20 a year. You can't beat that with a stick, folks. So to better showcase exactly what I was talking about, here is the channel and here are the videos I was talking about. So yeah, the last one was blind listen. We have mixing the song in mono, automation. That was actually a longer one too, 36 minutes. The mix reference, mixing vocals, adding effects, EQ, painting, the rough mix, the initial setup of the mix itself. And before that, we have all 9 of the modules, or actually it's 10 of the modules of what was the ultimate Cakewalk by BandLab tutorial course. And that was featured on the Pro Mix Academy. Used to be a paid course that I offered. They're all free now. So show some love by subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And I know with the recent hijacking of the channel, I actually lost 21 subscribers. I guess they thought I was going cryptocurrency and all that stuff. So, oh well, you'll have that. So with that being said, if this is your first time here, this channel exists to simplify the complexities of the home studio and help you create professional sounding music in a less than professional space. The motto around here is that we can dream alone, we can even create alone, but together we can achieve so much more. And speaking of achieving so much more together, and speaking of the Pro Mix Academy, let's give a huge shout out to Warren Hewitt, the Pro Mix Academy, and all them awesome folks over there who are helping us little folk to sell courses on their site. If you want a course, there's a link in the description. You can use that link to get any of the courses, and I'll get a small commission for leading you to their product. Today's video is sponsored in part by the Pro Mix Academy. The Pro Mix Academy offers affordable courses from mentors, world-class engineers, Grammy winners, and multi-platinum selling producers. And with the resources available on the Pro Mix Academy, you can learn how to create radio-ready mixes from the comfort of your own home studio. Most of the courses also offer multi-tracks that you can then add to your portfolio and begin to build out your business. Follow the link in the description of this video to head on over to the Pro Mix Academy today and start learning the skills that are needed to take your hobby or your business to the next level. All right, folks, welcome back. It's been a minute. Today's stream is going to be a little bit shorter in the sense that I do have to take my son to his first basketball practice. He actually played for the first time, played guitar in the Ignite service today, did an awesome job on that. So a big round of applause for that one. Proud dad moment when I tuned in and seen him keeping time and chugging along there, doing a good job of it. Let me pull up really quickly. Make sure that I'm getting the questions here. It looks like I've got a few questions here. I'm going to try to answer those before we get into, I didn't know if I would actually have time, so I'm going to try to maybe squeeze both of them in. But I want to also take a look at Joshua Helm's song that he won the song contest with, and just basically what we've been doing now, instead of mixing the songs, because it's taken a lot of time and effort, as well as taking away from paying clients. And they're like, hey, how can you mix their song online, but you can't mix mine? So to kind of mitigate that, we are turning this into basically just a live song critique, whoever the winner is. So there's that. And let's see here. Okay. I don't know why this always has to be so complicated. Thank you, Disc Jedi. He says he highly recommends the series I was just speaking of about mixing a song from start to finish. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm glad it was helpful. Also, if you are a Cakewalk user, there is a full-blown, in-depth tutorial course for you waiting there. And I'm under the impression, so far, everything that I have seen, that even when they roll out the new version of Cakewalk, that course is still going to be just as relevant as it always has been. I wish I knew more about all of the inner workings, but for whatever reason, they're choosing to remain silent with even their content creators. So there's that. Okay, so the first question I seen up here was from 𝗧𝗵𝗃 Let's see if I can get his question up on the screen real quick. He says, how do you create delayed beats in Cakewalk for genres like hip hop and boom bap using the step sequencer? I did not get that up on the screen. There we go. Okay, so this was his question. So Jaden, that's an awesome question, and it's one that I will probably struggle to answer because I don't use a lot of MIDI and I don't work in that genre of music. But what I can show you is I did create an entire video on the step sequencer. I believe I released that here within this community. Almost positive I did. But what I can show you is at least a little bit of what I know here. And now I got to try to find it because I hardly ever use it. Okay, so that is the matrix, not the step sequencer. I believe I got to have a MIDI track. Hold on. There we go. Yep, that opened it up. Okay, so let's say here within this region here, let me take let's just go desktop only here for a minute. So within this region here, this is called your step sequencer. For those of you who haven't used it, it's basically like a padded system. So each one of these pads represent, you know, there's 4 beats within the measure. Each one of these will represent a beat. So the way that you get those delayed beats is by delaying it from the next measure. That's one method. Then obviously the next method, let me zoom in here again, is whenever you put something on here, you can actually click it twice and it will break it in half. That will create a variance in there. It will be like and I think there's actually a way to even, so if I right click it, removes it. I think there's even a way to, I hardly ever use this. So there's that. I'm almost positive there is a way to split it out even farther than that. Okay, so okay, let me back up here and actually import a MIDI instrument. Okay, let's use some addictive drums here real quick. Now, there are individuals here in the chat that I guarantee you are a whole lot better at this than I am. But I'm going to kind of try to do my best here to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so now if I was to go in here, Okay. As you can see that, okay, so I see what you're saying. Okay. That just, hey, Mark, how's it going? Open up SI drums and away you boom bap. I wish. Here it is. So here's the timing. I knew there was a drop down box and I couldn't seem to find it. So if you go into here, there's a drop down box right here that will allow you to adjust the duration as well as the time and the swing. That will allow you to offset things then. And it may be hard to tell with what little bit that I'm doing here, but so yeah, I think that's what you're looking for. You won't quote me on that. But yeah. Now, me personally, what I would do, and this is just, you know, this is just me. So Alt-4. Now, me personally, what I would do is I just open up Addictive Drums and I go to Beats. And from here, you can actually find your 16th note with ghost note variations. Click and drag it in. And it works, you know, and then you can go in here and adjust those through your MIDI by double clicking. So let's see here. I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, there it is. All right. Anywho, that's enough of that. So probably didn't answer your question in the best way possible, but I tried. All right, let's bring up and see. We had another question here a minute ago after that one. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. I thought there was another one right after that one, but I don't see it now. Nope, I don't see it. Okay, so the next one is, how do you feel about the Maxi mixer software? There we go. You know, I'm not really sure. I'm not familiar with it. So I do know that I just recently, because of the Tonex, I downloaded the mix box that comes with that. That's pretty stinking cool. It's basically like having a lunchbox on your desktop, pretty much. So, like for instance, on this rock bass, if I was to insert, let's go with 𝗧𝗵𝗲 mix box. Check this out. So it's kind of like an insert thing where you can go in here. Let's insert a flexi amp. And then after that, let's insert a channel strip. And then after that, let's insert a delay or a distortion or some dynamics. As you can see, I have a limited amount of stuff here to work with, but it's pretty cool. It allows you to create sort of like a chain. And then once you get that chain created, you can save it and basically create like a vocal chain. Every time you want to load this up for vocals, you're good to do that. And then here are down here are the presets. So it's like super simple to dial in something really quickly. And then if you click on this, you can actually use like full-blown presets that are included. It's very cool. So I'm going to be messing around with that a little bit more. I also found out that the 𝗏𝗏 itself can also be included as the VST plugin, which is super cool. I haven't done a full-blown review yet on the 𝗏𝗏. That's coming soon, hopefully, if I can find some time. But this pedal is absolutely amazing. It sounds, it's just bonkers what you can do with this thing. So yeah, don't know much about the 𝗏𝗶 software though. So next was a comments on Cakewalk Sonar. I love it. It's honestly, it's what I've been using ever since I started mixing. I started with Acid Music Studio, then I went to Magix, and then Acid Music Studio. Eventually, I landed on what was called, at that time, Sonar, and I've been using it ever since. And even whenever it switched to Cakewalk by BandLab, it's always been Cakewalk Sonar to me. I mean, I installed Cakewalk Sonar Platinum right on top of Cakewalk by BandLab, and it just integrated seamlessly. I got all of my legacy plugins and everything like that. So yeah, nothing but good to say about it. Okay, so let's see if this actually worked, because I know Joshua Helms was kind of wondering if this was actually going to work or not. This was the song that won the song contest. Hopefully it works. That's a resounding nope. Okay, so yeah, that didn't work. I'll tell you what we will do though. This rock bass sounds really good. Let's I'll showcase how I would treat this bass in this song. That way you guys will still at least get some kind of a value out of this. And I will use stock plugins found within Cakewalk. So first and foremost, I'm going to put on a CA2A. That's my limiting. And after that, I'm going to put on, now hopefully you should have these things. If you don't, reach out. I might be able to get them. They might even be coming here soon in the next release. Tube leveler. And then I think I'll just add another CA2A. So first and foremost, I would set this first one to compress. This isn't how I always do it, but it's how we're going to do it today. Turn these two off. And what I'm looking for is just a little bit of gain reduction. Okay, but before I limit that, let's go ahead and jump in here to the Pro channel and EQ it as well. All right, so Might as well go ahead and turn on some console emulation. Crank that bad boy up on the drive. Let's fly out this. Take that up to around 50. About 72 hertz. Do a little boosting. About 125. I'm going to dip a little out. And around 500, we're going to dip some out. A large Q. Shave off the top end. And then we're going to boost around 1800. Just until I start to hear some of that string noise. There it is. Okay, now I know that looked like it was a crazy boost. That's fine. Okay, now I'm going to put the tube leveler on. Okay, so right there, I'm just simply trying to match the volume. Turn the low shelf frequency up to around 50 again. And do a negative. That way the low is not getting really boosted or saturated as much. Okay. I want that top end to be, there we go. Before. After. Just adds a little bit of presence on that top end. Now I'll add the limiter. I turn the R37 knob usually to around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, something like that. Okay, so this is before. Doesn't seem like a big difference, but I guarantee you put that in context with the mix. Of course, we can't do that here, but put it in context with the mix, and yeah, I bet that would poke through there rather nicely. But yeah, that sounds awesome. Wow. Yeah, that, woo. So you might be asking yourself, well, Robert, how did that happen? Because it didn't sound like that on the live stream during the contest. So normally what usually happens when something like that transpires is it was recorded in a different sample rate and or bit rate. And when I fly it into Cakewalk, Cakewalk's going, oh, it's supposed to be at this when it's actually that. So usually what happens is it ends up sounding like that. Okay, so I increased the clipping or the drive a little bit more there too. But yeah, that's typically, if I had to use nothing but stock Cakewalk plugins, that would be it. And of course, there's always, everyone always forgets about the Pro channel. There's a really great saturation plugin here in the Pro channel as well. And it's free. Okay, that's enough of that. Wow. Sorry, Joshua. I kind of tried there, but it's not going to work. On the other hand, so I just got a brand spanking new piano here behind me. From the good folks over at Donner. And I put an SM57 on one side of it, on the left side of the speaker, and an SM57 on the right side, and did the old stereo miking. You got to hear this. It actually sounds somewhat decent. Let me find a good spot here where it's not too crazy. Where is it? Doesn't sound too bad. So I do have a review coming out on that. It's already in the queue. It's ready. I just haven't actually made it public yet. I got to make a thumbnail for it and stuff like that. So you'll be able to check out this new piano that they sent me. It's really cool. Very nice of them. I'll probably end up giving this one away too, like the last one I had. But yeah. All right. So if there are no other questions, I'm going to go ahead and start prepping to wrap her up here because I have to have my son at his basketball practice here soon. Let me see if I can, oh yeah, I got to show you guys this. So while we're here, let's see if I can bring up the old NDI cam here so I can show you guys this. And then I'll have to go to studio mode. Hey. Okay, so hopefully you guys will be able to see and hear this. Check it out. All right, so this is the new laptop that was sent to me. Let me get that off the screen there. From an individual over there at Creative Devices. And guys, I'm telling you what, this thing is sharp. It's Windows 11. It's got an Intel i7 12 core, I believe. But yeah, super sharp. Big touchpad, a rather large screen with a high refresh rate. This is actually supposed to be for gaming. Creative devices. There it is. So it's supposed to be a gaming laptop. And I told him, obviously he's watched the channel, and he said, hey, I would like, I've seen where you made everything free. I'd like to help you out by sending you a laptop if you'll just kind of give me a shout out on the channel. And after I've seen it and have used it now for quite some time, how could I not give him a shout out? So let me find the specs here. And hopefully without giving away too much. I don't want you to hack my computer. I've had enough hacking going on here lately. Let's see here. I'm not left-handed, so that's not helping. Okay, so basically, that's not working. I need to go to my clumsy little hands. There we go. Need to check out the properties on this. Okay, so this is a 12th gen. Yeah, 12th gen i7, 2.7 gigahertz, 64 gigs of RAM. And I had him also put in 2 terabytes worth of space. And here's where it gets crazy, because this guy went like all out. And whenever he put in the 2 terabytes, he already split them up, like partitioned them. So the operating system and most of the programs are all going to be on the main drive. But then I've got 3 more drives partitioned up for a total of 2 terabytes amongst all of them that I can put samples, plugins, all that stuff, so it doesn't bog down the main operating system. And there's no bloatware. There's nothing on here that's going to there's no Best Buy apps or nothing crazy like that. Now here's the craziest part. If you were to get a laptop with the exact same specs that I have here, you would be paying anywhere from, actually I priced it, be paying anywhere from $2,500 to $3,000. Okay. No joke. If you go through his website, you're looking at tops $1,600. And I'm talking great customer service. Yeah, the dude knows what he's doing. He's already been back and forth with me on several different occasions about trying to make sure that all the drivers are updated and everything like that. So I know for a fact, if you got a laptop from him, that it's going to be top notch. And this was an extra added little benefit. Check that out. That is laser etched. It also has graphics cards, or a graphics card, sorry. If it'll ever focus. Focus, Daniel-san. Yeah, so it has a graphics card integrated into it. HDMI out, Ethernet, nice little power cable there. Actually has an SD card slot, which you're not going to be able to see either. Okay, that's not going to work. So yeah, SD card slot, microphone and headphone jack. Here's one USB. And on the other side, 2 USB 3.0 and 1 USB with a Type-C USB. So this thing is top of the line, absolutely stellar. The company's name is Creative Devices. You got to check them out. In fact, I think he just got his website launched. He is on Instagram, where he's showcasing all of the laptops he's helped out with. And he also just helped out the Cole Audio Cult with a laptop similar to this. Of course, his was obviously had his logo on it, not mine. Let's see if I can find him real quick here so I can share that link with you. Then you guys can reach out to him. Okay, let's see here. Yep, Creative Devices on Instagram. And because I can share links, I will just go ahead and share the link so you guys can go and check that out. It is an older processor, but this thing is fast. So if you look at the speed tests that were done with this and the newest MacBook Pro, this thing blows the MacBook Pro out of water. So Gary Overson, thank you so much for hopping on here and nice. That was really nice of you to say that. Appreciate that. So I'm going to try to see if I can pull up. Yeah, so here's his Instagram. Let me pull up the desktop here. This is what the logo looks like. There's the Home Studio Simplified laptop right here. Here is the speed test though. This Intel Core i7 in the speed tests still outperformed the Apple M2 Pro 12 core. So it's right up there with the fastest of the fast. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. This kind of showcases exactly what he has to offer. Thought this was the video. No, this is just the coming soon thing. So he has different variations too. Like you don't have to just get the gaming laptop. You can actually get, you know, something else that might suit your needs. There's mine. Hey. He also has an external monitor that you can use to plug your phone into. And I think you can even get that laser etched as well with your logo. So this is the Notebook Pro. So this one starting at $599, guys. Notebook Pro G16. So this is closer to what I have. Now let's see if his website is up and actually operating. Doesn't look like it is as of yet. He told me he was working on it, but the individual that he had built the last website with, he said it was not. I guess they didn't do a very good job, unfortunately. Looks like he has a Facebook page too. That's cool. But yeah, I told him I would give him a shout out here on the channel because I greatly appreciated it. And it was, the crazy thing is, like my previous laptop, okay, so these start at $799. The one that I have here. This one starts at $799. Now to get the laser etch, that's an extra $50, which isn't bad at all. And then all of the upgrades, obviously you pay for those upgrades, but this would be sort of your bare bones, what you would get. So now keep in mind that he's literally just got this website going. So it's probably not going to be up and running for a good minute or two. And he's literally just started this business, and myself and a couple of other individuals were the first ones that he reached out to. But yeah, my old laptop had literally just took a dump, and he got a hold of me like the next day and was like, hey, I'm going to send a laptop to you. And I'm like, perfect timing. So very cool. Awesome. So yeah, thank you guys for hopping on today. And I wish that I could have got a little bit more done on 𝗧𝗵𝗃 song, but oh well. That's going to be a copyright strike. They're going to flag me for that one, even though I mixed it. How dare they? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. Thank you all for showing up tonight. One more thing, though, real quickly before we go, we got to spin the wheel of awesomeness. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You didn't think we were going to get out of spinning the wheel, did you? Yeah, let's spin it. This is 𝗧𝗵𝗃 𝗧𝗵𝗃. Bringing you the top 20 countdown. Coming in today at number 20, we've got a favorite. What is your favorite computer designer? Is it Alienware? Is it Dell? Is it Lenovo? Drop a comment in the comment section and let me Lenovo. That was cheesy. All right, anywho. Thank you all for showing up. Love each and every one of you. Yeah, the shorter streams, it has to be done. Things are getting so crazy here. However, my schedule is getting ready to change again for like 150th time. And I will be going back to the 12-hour rotating shifts, which means I will have longer streams. They will be hit and miss. They won't be every week at a certain time anymore either. So what are you going to do? I mean, I tried telling them I didn't want to do it. They're not listening. So anywho, Mark Anthony says, I don't have a favorite. That's fine too. I know my main hang up is HPs. Never had any good luck or heard anything good about HPs. My previous laptop that just took a dump was an HP. So I speak from a place of experience. Maybe I'm still a little bitter about it. I don't know. But yeah. All right. Well, until next time, guys, thank you all so much for stopping in today, and stay healthy out there, stay safe, and stay creative. Until next time, remember that we can dream alone. We can even create alone, but together we can achieve so much more. God bless you all.